realized it was tinkle times.
8:36 on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Hello.
Hey.
My name is Chris Hand. Welcome to the gang of three amigos. Johnny B is here. He'll be amigo number one.
Thank you, kid. Thank you.
Ken Weaver is amigo number two. And
Good morning, boys. Yeah.
nice of you to join us.
Could it have been this, Dan?
You know, I realized it was tinkle times.
Where do you get these things?
It's from Brother Dan Mandis back in the day.
It's the best of.
Here's the thing. Are we actually on time?
Yes.
I'm a professional.
The latest you'll be is on time. Dan Mandis, everybody.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Brother Dan Mandis.
Sorry about that.
Yes, sir.
It was tinkle time. So a couple of things real quick. So we've all hosted here. We're all on the air.
Yeah.
You ever be in the middle of a segment and really have to go tinkle? And you have to go tinkle so bad it screws up your segment?
Yeah.
That's what happened to me in the last segment. I was like trying really hard to get through it. And it was
tough.
It was very, well, you'll notice if you go back and you listen to it, my voice gets higher as the segment goes on.
Looked like you were squirming a little bit, too.
I was very much. I've had a lot of coffee today.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Me, too.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword, Mandis.
It is, because I have to drink a lot. Otherwise, my voice is going to go. But then I'm going to drink a lot. Then I'm going to have to go tinkle. Then my voice is going to start to go higher. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How's everybody doing? Chris, how you doing?
I'm good. We had a fun weekend. Took the kids to see monster trucks yesterday at Bridgestone Arena, so that was pretty fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Went and did monster trucks. Had a blast.
Monster trucks.
Monster trucks.
What kind of monster trucks?
It was like some Hot Wheels monster truck thing. So there was
that
monster
thing?
trucks and
How they
there was,
smash things
there
up.
was dirt bikes and backflips, and yeah, we had a blast.
You must be a conservative because you're embracing violence.
And I wore my Trump hat.
Well, actually, probably. I mean, I have a feeling there's probably a lot of Trump supporters out
I
there.
was among my people.
That's exactly right.
Among the brethren.
Yeah.
Did you get recognized?
No.
Oh, no. All right.
Oh.
All right. We do have a big announcement, and
I've been hearing you tease this, and I'm excited because I'm going to learn as the audience learns.
so we're going to. I'm a little worried about this. To be honest with you.
What are
What are you worried about, Brother Dan?
Well, the good news is that we are having an presidential election party on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024.
All right.
So election night.
Yeah.
We're gonna-
Sweet.
Yeah.
At the 1,000-seat James E. Ward Ag Center in Lebanon, Tennessee, the Wilson County Fairgrounds.
Wow.
Very cool.
1,000 seats?
Yeah.
Really? You think we can get 1,000 people in? I don't know about this, man.
Absolutely.
We're going to have overflow like a Trump rally.
Are we? Is that what we're going to have as overflow? See, here's the thing. All of our events, we do have overflow.
Well, yeah. Because
And-
we are their favorite radio station. Just like he's their favorite president.
So I'm just worried that we got 1,000 seats to fill. So you know what this means, right? Johnny and Ken have to come.
They have to.
We need seat fillers. I'm not.
Are we?
They're going to have stuff to eat.
Are we going to have to do what the Kamala Harris campaign does and pay these influencers to arrive?
That's what we need to do.
Or we can invite some superstar to open up the evening with a concert.
Oh, that's a good idea. We should get somebody to twerk.
We should.
Get Morgan Wallen to throw a chair.
Oh my gosh! You know what, Johnny? You're in charge of twerking.
No. You don't want that, Dan. You want the people to stay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there you go. So November, I should say, November 5th, Tuesday.
Do we have it for a few days as they continue to count ballots? How long is this party?
You know,
gonna be?
that was actually going to be my next question is, all right, so how long do we have it? Do you think we'll know by election night?
No, they're already saying in Pennsylvania it's going to take a couple days.
Of course they are. Mm-hmm. Of course they are.
Good old Pennsylvania.
They got to wait for those Philadelphia ballots to come in.
You know.
Well, you got to get them out. Got to get them out of Democrats' trunk. So
On November 5th, they'll be coming in 6th, 7th, and it'll be interesting because they'll realize how perhaps far behind they are, and magically they'll find some ballots underneath some sort of a table somewhere.
Oh, sure.
Right after the toilet starts overflowing, causing a massive flood.
We'll get those Maduro-style graphs. The straight lines up.
That's exactly right. Anyway, so, so just, put your plan to be in Lebanon on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. We'll all be there.
Yeah.
yes, we will.
Hopefully.
Hype.
I got to work on my hyping of these events because that really wasn't hyped at all, was it?
It says we're not going to. Are we going to be able to fill this? A lot of seats.
We need some seat fillers.
It's like,
Johnny and Ken.
Hello.
Johnny and Ken have to come.
please come. Please come out to Lebanon.
If I were still in charge, I'd hire 200 part-timers and tell them to show up. That's what I do.
You kidding me, dude? That thing's going to be full.
It'll fill.
Oh, we'll see.
I think it will.
We'll see.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
If we all come, I think it would.
I don't even think it matters if we do come. I think people listeners will just go out there anyway.
Yeah, just party together.
I think it'd be fun.
It would be
and
fun.
you know what will be? It'll be roomy.
Yes.
Usually our events are really like up close and personal.
Yeah.
Yes, they
And
are.
so now we'll have room to roam, hopefully, and we'll fill close to 1,000 seats.
Room to roam.
room to room.
Room to room. Anyway, whatever. So what else is going on? Oh, so I went to Morgan Wallen's bar this weekend.
You did?
I did.
How was that?
So it was interesting because, one, I'm not a bar goer.
You didn't want to be on Broadway at the time?
Well, I don't think that's actually on Broadway, but it's thereabouts. And Amy dragged me there.
Perfect.
And yes, that's exactly right. And but I had a great time, and did a little bit of drinking. And there was there's 3 levels to Morgan Wallen's bar. You ever been there?
No.
You ought to go sometime.
I probably won't, but let's keep going.
Just keep it going, Brother Dan.
So I had a Me Too moment. So
Wait. Like a hashtag Me Too?
hashtag Me Too.
Okay.
So we're on the dance floor, and the band there were some guys there that I believe that they were gay, and so
Okay.
and so
All right, we're painting the picture. We're setting the table.
so Amy and I are down on the dance floor, and Shania Twain's "Man, I Feel Like a Woman" comes up. There you go. Very good, Johnny. And when this thing starts, everybody starts going crazy, including these guys. How excited were they? Well, one of them thought I was another friend and grabbed my butt.
No.
He did. And I was like, man, I feel like I've been assaulted.
Well, did you learn your lesson about getting excited when Shania Twain comes on?
So I was going to say, Amy said, you were awfully excited about that song coming on. You didn't show near the excitement when the band was playing Guns N' Roses' Paradise City, but Shania Twain comes on and, oh boy,
The thumbs come out.
thumbs come out, man.
That's when Dan started shaking his buttocks.
Well, I wasn't shaking it fast enough. The guy got me. So I turned around, and I clearly he realized when I turned around he was his friend. I was not. My butt was not the one he was expecting. So there you go. Let's go, boys.
That's another one. That's another one Johnny's going to be able to extrapolate.
Oh man.
We'll be saving that one.
And then in a year, when it's opportune time, Johnny's going to pull it out. Hey. Some people have suggested that we make that part of the intro. That's not going to happen.
What was your reaction whenever that happened to you? Did you did they goose you? Did you kind of go, oh? Or did you, hey?
You know what? Neither. I was sort of like, I was in the moment.
Did you think it was Amy? Did you think it was Amy?
Yeah, probably thought Amy was.
No, Amy was in. I was grabbing her.
Oh, you were.
I was. Yeah.
Oh, you were.
I was occupied myself.
It was a conga line of tush grabbing, if you will.
It was. Everybody's game.
Anyway, so no, I turned around and I immediately realized
And it
was
doubled
a
your
mistake,
chances that night.
0 for 2. Anyway, so.
Oh, Brother Dan.
Anyway, so it was.
Please stay the same. We love you.
We had a lot of fun though. We did.
So did
That's good.
any celebrity artists show up?
You mean besides me?
Yeah, besides you. I mean,
No, nobody.
nobody showed up to play the new Morgan Wallen. All right.
No. Upstairs, it was clear that they are pro 2A. Or not 2A, pro pot.
Oh.
I don't know why.
It was
why I said 2A.
It was a little skunky.
Yes, thank you, China. That was skunky. They're probably pro 2A as well.
Oh, I'm sure they were.
But yeah, you walk up there and you just, you could just smell it.
Yeah.
Very,
And you get hungry.
Yeah. And then Brother Dan had to go find a taco stand.
Well, yeah, I'd had a lot to drink.
Yeah.
I mean, I did. I'd had a lot to drink. So it was a lot of fun. We had a great time.
Great.
And Amy was like, we need to go out more doing that kind of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, okay, honey, whatever you say.
Well, let's vote differently next time. let's get an orange man in so we can afford to do it.
That's exactly right. All right. What do you have, Chris? You want to do Nancy Pelosi?
Yes.
All right. So we had fun with this a while ago. This is Nancy Pelosi. The drinking apparently started early in her world.
So he was in a good place to make whatever decision, the top of his game. Such a consequential president of the United States, a Mount Rushmore kind of president of the United States. Want to know what comes next.
That he belongs up there on Mount Rushmore. Lincoln and Joe Biden.
But you got Teddy Roosevelt up there, and he's wonderful. I don't say take him down, but you can add Biden.
Sure.
I love how our justification is, yeah, but Teddy Roosevelt is up there.
Take him down. That's all you got to do.
He's up there.
Well, Nancy, just hitting the sauce early on, boy.
The whole interview was a train wreck. Like, I don't know how. I mean, Leslie, of all people, Leslie Stahl is like.
She was taken aback by it.
Yeah.
With Teddy Roosevelt?
She's like, how in the
Lincoln?
world could you say that Joe Biden was at the top of his game and that he deserves to be on Mount Rushmore?
Yeah.
Maybe on the butt side, but not.
You know what we need? Okay. Do you know what we need? We need to preserve Mount Rushmore, and we need to have another mountain of monuments, and we can start it with Joe Biden, and we'll call it Mount Ass Crack. So anyway, what's today's my last day on WTN.
Well, I thought it was weird that wasn't even the craziest thing a politician said all weekend.
No,
RFK Jr. said that he wasn't drunk and he killed a bear, or he found a dead bear, and then decided to leave it in Central Park because he was late for a flight.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, didn't have time to harvest the meat because he had to catch the flight, so he just dropped it off in Central Park.
So a car. So
because that saves time.
Well, yeah, everybody does that, don't they?
So.
Oh, look, there's a dead bear. Let's get it and harvest the meat.
A car hits a bear cub, and they see this, and so RFK Jr. and a buddy back in 2014 throw the dead bear carcass in the back of their truck, and they're going to go harvest the meat because I guess it was still fresh.
This is the wildest part of the story, is that this isn't from the 80s or the 70s.
No.
This is from 10 years ago.
Yeah, this is just 10 years ago.
Yes.
And so they're trying to make their way back to wherever they are to harvest the meat. They realize that they're running late for a flight, so they dump the bear cub carcass in Central Park.
Yeah. Not going to make it.
With a beaten up bicycle to stage a bike accident.
Yeah, because somehow they think that the bike is going to, make it look like it hit the bear.
Well, somehow there was a bear in Central Park that got ran over by a bicyclist.
Yes.
And they weren't drinking.
Yeah.
And they weren't drinking, which would have been a great out. I mean, that's Nancy Pelosi's out.
Yeah.
You know?
This follows his story about the parasite eating part of his brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had that too.
Yeah, sure does.
So I don't know. Do you think this will impact the election at all?
Well,
Scandal.
He's pulling 6 or 9% in the polls. Watch for Trump or Kamala to go up by 6 or 9%, or they'll split it.
Yes. By the way, that was a big mystery. They kept trying to figure out how did this bear end up dead in Central Park? There's been a thing apparently.
And
in
it was a
Central Park.
Kennedy.
And it was a Kennedy.
Oh, always a Kennedy.
I mean, man, it doesn't get. I mean, you can't write this stuff.
No.
You had Chappaquiddick, and then you had the bear cub in Central Park.
Sure.
So there you go.
Yeah.
I do agree, though. You don't want to leave a dead bear cub in your car at the airport over the weekend.
No, that would be a little ripe.
Well, I mean, if it's wintertime, it'll probably freeze.
Yeah. There's that.
Well,
It could, Brother Dan.
It could. Just depends on what time
I'm just
of year.
saying.
Yeah. You're right.
listen, when our power went out in Indiana, and it was wintertime, we threw all the milk and all the meat on the back porch, and it preserved.
There you go.
Yeah.
This probably wasn't wintertime, though, because baby bears are born in the spring.
Have you ever heard of falconing?
No.
Do you guys know because I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier.
Do you know falconing? This is the life of a Kennedy. So they use birds of prey somehow to hunt animals. I don't know how they do it because I just learned about what it is. So I'll probably find out more later. But when I'm, sitting around wondering what the hell falconing is and how it works.
And then you and Murphy will challenge each other
Yeah.
to some falconing.
You guys go out and buy a couple of birds.
Yes.
I guarantee you, Matt and I will not, challenge each other on our falconing skills.
You guys will accidentally buy some owls instead.
Yes.
Is an owl not a bird of prey?
It is.
Yes,
It is? Okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can use them. Well, I guess you could use an owl. I have seen people use owls like that.
All right, so do you know what a centipede turns into? This is going back to the 5 o'clock hour first segment when I shanked
it's
that.
not a centipede.
You mean a caterpillar?
I got to go.
Are you shanking it? You have to use the restroom?
Oh, I know, Dan. It turns into Miss Pac-Man.
I meant a caterpillar. Do you know what
we can close it out if you need to hit the head, man.
Yeah,
we
we need to
got
go
you.
one more time.
So, did you go to Morgan Wallen yesterday?
And the impact is still in my head. Walking around with all the pot smoke getting into my head? No.
The PTSD from the tush grabs.
Yeah.
It's still having an impact. Hashtag me too. There was a time when I was like, hashtag I wish somebody would grab me on the tush. But, not. But unfortunately, it was, a guy. That's an issue.
What, man? I'm telling
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
you got to save that one, too.
Hashtag I wish. I thought that was kind of funny. Hashtag I wish. If I say it another 5 times, will people laugh? All right. Anyway, do you know what a caterpillar turns into?
I would assume a butterfly. Is that what we're going with? Yeah. I mean, I feel like it might be a curveball trick question that he's going to throw on me last second. I don't know, Dan. What does?
No, because I shanked it earlier. Like in the first segment in the 5 o'clock, I said a caterpillar turns into what? I don't even know. But I just.
Now, what did
Where
you
did
say?
I think you said, what does a caterpillar turn into?
I said a moth.
Yeah, you said a moth.
It's the first day of school for a lot of kids. I think maybe I need to go back to school. Basic, whatever that would be.
There's going to be some indignant kid in his first day of school. No. I heard on the news. Caterpillars turn into moths.
Starting the school year off very well, Johnny. That is an F.
We'll see you next year.
But Dan Mandis said.
Same grade.
Oh, man. Maybe it was a lack of sleep with the Morgan Wallen thing.
Might have been.